my YouTube channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Isa. I'm back. It's been a while. I don't even know where to start. The last YouTube video that I posted on my YouTube channel has been 8 months ago, and it's crazy because I didn't think I would be gone this long. It's been a process, guys. It's been a journey these past 8 months. I literally didn't think that I was gonna be gone for this long, and I am sorry that I've been away for this long on my YouTube channel and on my Twitch and on my TikToks. I think the only thing that I've been consistent or try to be consistent with is on Instagram, and that's because I didn't want you guys to be concerned or worried about the fact that I'm like completely like MIA. But I wanted to just, this video, let me just backtrack. This video is a life update video. As you could see in the title, I am back officially from here until the end of time. And I finally graduated from college. Let's backtrack a couple of 8 months ago, and this is just like a whole life update and what I'm gonna be doing for the future and all that stuff. And yeah, let's see. Okay, let's backtrack. So 8 months ago, it was the fall semester. So around August, I had to make real big girl decisions, and that kind of obviously had to postpone what I was doing with my content creating and all that stuff, and it was hard. It was really hard. I didn't want to, but a part of me knew that I had to. When things were kind of like going back to normal, quote unquote, here where I live in particular, my university was telling all of us that, okay, like we're only gonna have some classes online, but classes for the majority are gonna be put back like in person. So a lot of us were, you know, scared, shaken up and all this stuff, and that kind of made me realize, I was like, oh my god, we have to go back. Like, this is not gonna last forever, you know, in the sense of like being at home forever, you know, like obviously like no. You know what, like, okay, if I'm gonna have to go back in person, knowing that I'm so close to finishing my degree, I had to make the choice and really just kick it in the butt and just really finish my degree and get it going. So my fall semester was kind of tough because at the same time that was going on, you guys know that I model, so I was doing 2 pageants at the time, like right in the beginning of like the fall semester. I had some classes online and I had some classes in person, which is like hard and convenient at the same time. I had to go to class, which the university is completely like literally like at Mars compared to where I live. So it was hard to like go and then come back and then have like online classes. It was just, the scheduling was just not it. I could tell you that for sure. But on top of that, I had my 2 pageants. You guys saw me post a couple here and there. And then I had the modeling show around like October-ish, maybe early October, maybe like, yeah, like around September, October. So all of that just literally took up so much of my time. Like, I didn't even get a chance to like take out my phone or take out my vlogging camera and like record and like be like, oh yeah, like this and this and that, like, because all of that was so new to me. Like, the pageants were so new to me. I had no idea how to be a pageant girl, and so I had to do a lot of training in that, and there was a lot of rehearsals. So after school I would have to go to rehearsals, and I wouldn't be getting home till like 10 o'clock at night, and it was just on top of that doing homework. So that last semester was hectic, but it was bearable compared to my spring semester. So with that, I was like, I just kept pushing through. During the time that I had to do advising, I switched my degree. Yeah. Like, I switched my degree. I mean, I'm still a dance major. Like, I'm still like, my major is still in dance. Like, I got my certificate, you know, I graduated, still dance. But my concentration was different, and where I was and what path I wanted to do. There was 2 degree plans for dance. The point being, I was BA and I switched to BFA. I talked to my chair, my lovely chair, who's the chair of the director of the program, and she's amazing and I love her, and she had told me that there's this new concentration and all this stuff and that it's being released, and she's like, you love choreographing, she's like, you love doing that, she's like, you're a choreographer. And I was like, yes I am. Because there's certain concentrations, and I don't want to go into that, but there's certain concentrations and it's just kind of complicated, but there wasn't a concentration for choreography and like dance theory and all that stuff. So and she told me about this. She's like, it's a concentration, choreography, and dance theory, and I was like, hell yeah. I'm like, that's the degree that I want. Like, I want to get that. Like, I want that, you know? Since it was very, very new, my catalog, I was from 2017, I switched to 2021 because of this new catalog thing. Because of that, there were still certain classes that were part of the degree that were not yet established, and so because of that I had to take more classes than I was expecting during the spring semester. So point being, towards the end of my fall semester going into the spring semester, I was told that I was going to be taking 10 classes in the spring semester. Yeah. I was not prepared for that. It was yeah, big news. So towards the end of my fall semester, I was really concerned at the fact that I would be taking 10 classes in the spring semester. Or during the fall semester, we had auditions for our program, dance program show, which was going to be in the spring, called Motion Bound, and all that. I was casted in our guest artist piece, Raven. You guys should go follow her. Like, everything is in the link. She's amazing. She's such an amazing choreographer and such an amazing, most kind-hearted person that I've like ever met. She's so down to earth too. She's so funny too. It was just amazing. Like, I got the opportunity to do that. But during the fall semester, when I found out that I was part of her piece, I was already like thinking like, oh my god, like I'm part of the show and I have 10 classes, and how am I gonna do this? So I knew going into winter break, I knew that I needed to really mentally prepare myself to go through the process of what I was about to embark on during my spring semester. So spring 2020, immediately, like off the bat, like right when the first week started, I was already, even weeks before, I was just trying to get everything situated with my degree plan, trying to get the classes that I needed to get, those substitutions that I needed to do for those classes that were not there, you know, that were there but weren't there at the university. Boom, once the semester started, it was go non-stop. So I made an oath to myself that I was really going to do the best that I could. Not that I didn't try it in my other semesters, that I was really going to get it together. I mean, it was literally just up to me to get it together, because I was taking 10 classes. On top of the 10 classes, we're already gonna start rehearsals for the show, for Motion Bound, and I needed to be on my A game for that too. For that specific piece, Raven is a guest artist from California, and because of that, we were only able to work with Raven for 6 days. So for those 6 days, she came down and we literally just worked from 8 in the morning all the way to like 6 in the afternoon, and it was go non-stop. It was like from Friday, we started on Friday, I think it was the last week in January. So it was like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and it was go. They even had to arrange certain classes within our big dance studio. They had to put them somewhere else because we needed the space for Raven. And so it was just so much. It was my body, and all of our bodies were literally just like it was just so intense. And I've never worked under a guest artist like that before. Never been in a piece for a guest artist like that, and the style itself was folklorico, and none of us in the piece had ever danced folklorico. So she literally taught us basic folklorico movements, elements, and gestures and everything from the ground up, and we had to pick it up as fast as we could. Like, there was no stopping whatsoever. My toes were like swollen and they were just so bad. Like I had to be wrapping them, had to make sure that I was taking care of myself. I was so, I think, fatigued during that process because I was not only doing all these rehearsals for Raven and putting in all the work physically, but also mentally. I was over here with my 10 classes trying to get my scheduling together for all my 10 classes. So then that happened. Raven came and she left, and then we were on our own to work on the rehearsals by ourselves. So as the dancers, we figured out rehearsals on our own and did that without Raven. We would like do Zoom with Raven and all that stuff. So it was great. The show came, Tech Week came, the shows came, and yeah, that was, everything went well, everything was great, and that was that. Like, so glad that we were all able to pull through that entire process, and that was in the beginning of the semester. After that, I was able to kind of relax a little bit, not relax and technically, but I was able to pull back a little bit and just focus on my classes themselves. For the majority of all of, for I think maybe like 85% of all of them, I was like, or 75% of all of them, I think, around that percentage area, I was dancing in all my classes. I would go in every morning from Monday through Thursday, and I had class on Friday, but I will get to that schedule. Monday through Thursday, every day I would wake up from my house. I would wake up like around like 5:30ish. Sometimes I would push it to like 6, and I would leave here. I had to leave here before 7 because traffic is just horrendous. Like it's so bad, it's so bad. Trying to get myself over there because my class started at 9. Every day my mornings would start at 9, my classes, and then from there, boom, it was literally back to back to back classes. I only had an hour. I only had one class, like a break, like for like an hour and a half. I only had a break throughout the entire day. And on Mondays and Wednesdays, I wouldn't be getting out till like, my class would end at 4:30, but technically I wouldn't get home, depending on traffic, till like 5:36. So no, yeah. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, class ended at 6, so I would be there from 9 till 6, and I wouldn't get home till like 7:30. So that's how my days went for such a long time. Luckily throughout the semester some classes got canceled. I was able to like, but I was still there though. Midterms came and luckily that went well. A couple of weeks, I think, after spring break, I ended up getting injured. Yeah, I know. And it was around the time, oh, well, let me go back. So around January, March, like around March, that's when we started preparing, the seniors who are graduating this spring and the fall of 2022. We were already preparing for our capstones. So what a senior capstone is, especially for what it meant for us, was that like your senior thesis statement, and it's like your last project that you're going to present for your department and for everyone, and like this is my going out into the world kind of thing. And what that meant for us was that for capstones, senior dance capstones, what we did in our program was we would put on a show with all our seniors, and there was 8 of us, and we would create a piece. Like we would choreograph a piece, and we would have to find our cast and find our costuming, and some of us had to do our lights, our lighting. So it was like a whole process, and that was a lot. Our capstone was called 8, and it was great. We were able to like take pictures, and I did the programming and I did the posters. I was the assistant curator for our capstone, so it meant a lot to me to make sure that I tried my best as the assistant to give the seniors and to give the audience and to give our faculty and the staff everything that I could to make it amazing, you know, from what I could do, you know, because again, I am just a student. Yeah, so that was from March when we started doing the process all the way up until May, which was last week when our show was present it. So during that process of having my capstones for my piece called You, it was great. Once I get the video, I will for sure upload it and all that stuff. So yes. It's just amazing. So not only was I choreographing and creating my piece, but I was also but I was also asked to be part of my best friend's piece too. So I had rehearsals for her piece, I had rehearsals for my piece, on top of the 10 classes and the homework and all that stuff. When after spring break came, point being, I fractured my toe and I just landed wrong. Like we were doing jumps and I landed wrong, and that's it. I had to be off for a couple of weeks. I mean, I was still attending school. Like I was literally still physically going to school and attending school. What I mean off was that I wasn't like dancing for a couple of weeks, and I was just sitting there and observing because I could not dance on it. So during that, it was also like a struggle for me to go and do rehearsals for my friend's piece and going showing my choreography to my own piece, you know, because well, how could I dance and how could I do certain movements without injuring or making it worse for myself? Luckily, my best friend, obviously, she's amazing, so she obviously was literally yelling at me, telling me not to like do anything because she didn't want me to get hurt, because she wanted me to perform for her piece. And the same for my piece. My dancers were also like telling me like not to dance and that they got it, and that luckily I had two amazing leaders who I relied on to help me, Kay and Rebecca, to help translate the movements because I couldn't. But that went on for a couple of weeks, and that was a whole process. So yeah, so here comes the last like 2 weeks of graduation of my last semester, my spring semester. It was crazy because we had tech during our like semifinals week, and then we had tech for our finals week, which was last week, and then we had our show. The show, we even had to open up another like showing during our dress rehearsal because it literally sold out, our show. Like it was a big hit, like, and I just am so proud of all of us, you know, all the seniors, all the dancers, the staff, the faculty, the crew, everything. Like we all did an amazing job, and I couldn't have asked for it to be like any other way. Like it was just amazing. And so Wednesday was technically like my last day on, last Wednesday was technically my last day on campus. It was the last show, the last time I was gonna see, like, you know, not that the last time I'm gonna see everyone, you know, obviously I'm still gonna see everyone, but here and there, but it was the last time that I was, I guess, officially a student there on campus. It was kind of crazy too. I was able to spend time with my family and trying to relax, and Friday we had like this little like ceremony for us, for the seniors, and it was just great. And Sunday I had party went to two parties, which are my best friends Jenny and Tiana, for their graduation parties. And Sunday, that's it, it was graduation day. Although it was a lot, I did it. And not just me, but everyone who graduated this spring 2022, you know? It just goes to show that you focus on something and you put your hard work into it, your blood, sweat, and tears, like BTS says. Like anything could happen and anything is possible, you know? It's been amazing. It's been an amazing process. I literally don't regret anything, you know, like these like past 5 years that I've been at college. And I'm not gonna like say, like, you know, like I'm not like embarrassed to say that I've been there for 5 years, you know. It's literally, it's been a process, it's been a journey, and I am happy with everyone that I met through college and this, and you know, and all the connections that I made, my professors, my peers, you know, especially the younger class, like, you know, the underclassmen, and the connections that I made with them too, and all the opportunities that hopefully I'll be able to have now that I've graduated, you know, all the open doors that I'll have. And I could tell you, it is literally such a big relief. Like it's weird, it hasn't hit me yet, but a part of me, it has hit. I don't know. But no, yeah, so I'm done. I'm done. And so with that being said, the big question is, what are you gonna do? What is the big question? Like, what are you gonna do with your life now that you've graduated? And the thing is that like, you know what, I'm just gonna, for me personally, I'm just gonna do what makes me happy, you know. And a lot of things make me happy, you know, so why can't I do all of it, you know? This semester, the spring semester, actually really put into perspective of all the things. Like, I've known that I've been a multitasker and I could like do so many things at once, but I didn't expect that I could take on 10 classes, take on 2 shows, choreograph 1 piece, and then still be part of a performer for another piece while suffering an injury, you know? Knowing that I did all that and that I went through that literally proves and reinstates to myself that I literally could do whatever the heck I want and accomplish whatever the heck I want and do so many things at the same time. Like, I don't know why it's ideal to only focus on one thing or to focus on a certain career or a certain pathway. Like, no, like, I am multiple disciplinary artist and I want to do a lot of things, and I'm going to do a lot of things at the same time. I'll be back to filming my YouTube videos. I will be doing everything again, like vlogs, the same old that I was doing, you know, and create more different ideas for my YouTube channel. I want to go back to streaming too and focus on my TikToks again. Like, I love TikToks. I even tried to post like, I think like 3 TikToks, but I like, it takes time, and content creating takes time, and I did not have time these last 2 semesters to do that. And then post more on my Instagram. I'm back. And when I figure out my schedulings and all that stuff, I will for sure let you guys know and I'll post it. So yeah. But that is it. I have nothing else to say. And I missed all of you. And it's been a process. It's been a journey. I will see you in the next one.